Despite public outcry for responsible development, the Guam Land Use Commission voted to extend the permit deadline for the controversial Pago Bay Ocean Resort. PNC's Rebecca Elmore has the story.
The Guam Land Use Commission met today to discuss the controversial Wanfang development of the Pago Bay Ocean Resort. On the agenda, whether the commission could move forward with the project despite its expired permit.
Okay, so the last time we had met, there was a question of whether or not the applicant had submitted their request for a permit extension on time, and whether or not we could proceed with entertaining that application if they had not submitted it on time.
Wanfang's Notice of Action, or NOA, expired May 10th. The developers submitted a request for extension on May 2nd, but GLUC didn't meet until after that time frame.
So that first issue is whether the board has jurisdiction to consider the request at all. But basically, the default is that a board is allowed to consider something post-expiration unless there is some sort of legislative intent, or in this case, executive intent.
Legal counsel Toff recommended that the board approve the extension for an expired permit, but only if they felt the developers could justify why they failed to make the deadline. Meanwhile, Save Southern Guam protesters looked on in disapproval. In a previous interview, SSG members adamantly opposed the southern development, citing the expired notice of approval and at least 54 conditions that have yet to be completed. Ultimately, the board granted a year extension for Wanfang to secure a grading permit from DPW, meaning the controversial development project in the south is on track to continue. Reporting for PNC News, I'm Rebecca Elmore.